Far from the city, camels move slowly across the desert. The air is hot. The land is dry. The ground is hard and rough. That hard life shapes their skin. It becomes thick, strong, and built to last. That is one reason camel leather is prized in the luxury market. But raw camel hide does not look fancy. It looks heavy, dusty, and rough. There is still dirt on it. There may still be loose hair on it. That is why the hides are moved into containers and sent to the factory. Once they arrive, workers unload them in batches. Everything is sorted right away. This first moment matters. If the hides are handled badly here, the final product can lose quality later. So where do the hides go first? Not to a sewing room. Not to a cutting table. They go to wash. The washing area is huge. The machines are much larger than most people expect. These are industrial systems built to clean thick hides at scale. The hides are loaded into the machines. Water rushes in. Cleaning agents are added. The hides roll and turn as the system strips away dirt, sand, oil, and other waste. This part takes time. The factory cannot rush it. When the wash cycle ends, the hides look much cleaner. But they are now soaked and heavy. And this is where the next surprise appears. The hides move into a giant drying zone. Some are hung up in rows. Others are moved along lines built for large-scale work. Then the big fans turn on. These fans are powerful. They push steady air across the room. The goal is to dry the hides evenly. That is important. Too much heat can make leather stiff. Too little airflow can leave moisture trapped inside. So the factory controls air, space, and timing. Rows of hides hang while workers check them as they dry. Now the hides are cleaner. Now they are drier. But the factory still does not trust them. Because a hide can look fine on the outside and still carry a hidden problem. That is why the next stage is inspection. Each hide is weighed and measured. This helps the factory sort the material by thickness, size, and quality. A stronger hide may work better for boots. A smoother hide may be better for bags. But weight is not enough. The factory wants to know what the eye may miss. So the hides move under laser scanners. This is one of the most high-tech parts of the factory. The laser scans the surface and helps detect scars, weak areas, disease marks, and other defects. Think of it like a machine doctor for leather. If a defect is in the wrong place, that section cannot be used for a luxury product. That is the difference between cheap and premium work. Premium factories check again and again. After the scan, the approved hides move forward. Now they enter one of the roughest stages in the whole factory. The hides are placed onto long conveyor systems. They pass through 4 main machine stages. Each one changes the surface differently. The first machine removes remaining hair. Even after washing, tiny hair and rough fibers may still be there. This machine clears them away. Then the hide moves to the second machine. This stage works on the upper surface. It removes the top rough layer and starts smoothing the material. Then comes the third machine. This one works deeper on the skin. It helps even out the hide and makes the leather more balanced in thickness. Then comes the fourth machine. This stage gives the material a more finished surface and prepares it for final use. By the time the hide comes out, it looks completely different. It is flatter, cleaner, more flexible. But the factory still is not done checking it. The leather goes through inspection again. Workers look closely at the finished material. Machines help scan for problems one more time. Any weak section, damaged patch, or bad surface is removed. Only the best pieces continue. And this is where the factory does something smart. Not every rejected piece becomes waste. Some sections may not be perfect enough for a luxury bag. But they may still be strong enough for a smaller product. That is how some leather is turned into parts for umbrellas. A section that is too flawed for one item can still work for another. Now the best leather moves into cutting. Patterns are used to mark the shapes needed for each item. Some cuts are done by machines for speed and precision. Other cuts are guided by workers who know how to place each pattern on the best part of the leather. A good cut saves material. A bad cut wastes it. Soon, the flat pieces are ready to become real products. Some pieces are prepared for bags. Others are shaped for boots. Smaller sections may be used for handles, trim, or special details. Then comes stitching. This is where human skill becomes easy to see. Machines help with speed. But trained workers still guide many parts of the process. They line up the leather, they stitch the edges, they join panels together. A bag starts as several flat pieces. Then it slowly takes shape. The sides are joined. The base is attached. The handle is added. Boots similarly take shape. The upper leather pieces are stitched together first. Then they are formed into the right shape. Then the sole is added. This part is satisfying because the material finally becomes something familiar. After all the washing, drying, scanning, and machine work, the leather becomes something you can wear or carry. But the process is still not over. Now comes finishing. The products are checked again. Threads are trimmed. Edges are cleaned. Surfaces are wiped and polished. Then branding is added. Then the finished items move into packaging. Boxes are prepared. Brand labels are added. Products are placed inside. Then something interesting happens. Small robots begin moving across the warehouse floor. They carry the packed boxes from one place to another. From there, products are placed into shipping containers and prepared for supply. And just like that, the journey is complete. What began as a rough camel hide has now become a finished luxury item.